Okay, so hi. Have you watched a cartoon called Tom and Jerry? It was a cartoon aired in the 90s. So there is a mouse Jerry who's always chased by this cat Tom. And there also is a dog called Spike who chases this cat. I don't know if you've seen Spike, but there also is Spike, okay? Now, you know what? This is a fact, right? That a dog chases a cat and a cat chases a mouse, right? So, what is this? These are our dogs on the farm. That's Domain and Bhalu, and that's our cat Manu. They are always together, and we've not trained them to be together. So, this is what I call the changing perspective of what we think is truth. Today, I'll tell you about this small girl. It's a very simple story, no rocket science. I'll just tell you about this girl who was a teacher's pet. She used to take tuitions for her classmate and his oldest sibling. She used to dance, sing, write poems, and she was a very bright star student. This little girl is me. I was a star student, but only till class 10. In class 10, I scored a 90 plus in almost all subjects except that in science. In science, I just managed to pass. And guess what did I take in class 11? Yes, I took science. Chemistry till date is a mystery to me, and physics and overhead transmission. Those 2 years, class 11 and 12, they were the most depressive years of my life. Crying, howling, thinking of self-harm. With the tuk-tuk of the sinking soul, I managed to survive the most depressive years of my life. And I reached Bangalore for my higher studies. Now, at this point, when I say thinking of self-harm, it's not that small a thing. It's a big thing. I was drowning in my ocean of what ifs. What if my parents get upset with me? Some of you must be thinking that, right? What if? What if I never rise? What will people say? I was being compared to my super brilliant sister, and that crushed my confidence even more. It was the most difficult time of my life. And um, then I came across this book called The Secret. Like everybody talks about manifestations, right? That was the first time I discovered what manifestation is. I came across this book called The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. It talked about positive thinking, quantum physics, law of attraction. I read it and reread it. And that's when I thought to myself that the only person who can help me is I myself. So I moved to Bangalore. In Bangalore, I motivated myself a lot, a lot. I put in a lot of effort, but also motivated myself. I would tell myself, even today, every morning I remind myself that if I cannot be the sun, I'll be the shiniest little star. If I cannot be the most beautiful flower, I'll be the greenest leaf underneath it. I will make the best of what I have and what I am. So, first year of joining college, I made my own online treasure hunt game. Now, it might not sound a big thing for you today, but it was a very big thing for me that time. All I had was library, my use of creativity, and logic. Now, today you can do that with AI and ChatGPT and advanced technology, but it was a big thing for me. And my online treasure hunt was used for the college fest. And after that, I also got published in the Indian Express for my first article. My survey on flyovers in Bangalore was published in the Hindu. I went to the Cyber Cell Bangalore for a small class project where the Bangalore police was so kind to give me valuable information about this scam called the Nigerian 419 scam, and I started my research on it. So later on, I post-graduated with a gold medal, and I was placed in the first company that came for campus recruitment. Now, within 1 year of joining company, I think I aced my role, and I was one of the best employees because all the other teams there, they were luring me to join them. So Bangalore was all glory until in 2014, my mother was diagnosed with cervical cancer. So that is when she called all of us back, me and my siblings, and thought of getting us all settled. Now tell me, what is settled for Indian mothers? Yeah, settled is to get us all married. So, um, I got married, and life is what happens to you when you make different plans, right? So it is actually thanks to my mother that I found a very, very nice person. I found a friend confidante, my husband, who's been my backbone. After getting married, I moved from Bangalore to this tiny village in Uttarakhand called Chika Ghat. It's a Terai village. And so here, I started, my husband runs a company called Alternate Atlas Travels. So I started contributing a little towards the company, but desperately looking for ways to get back to IT. Now just think of me sitting in a village and thinking of getting back to IT. And till date, we don't have internet there. So later on, a few years later, I signed as a managing director of Alternate Atlas Travels. And after that, as my luck had it, COVID hit. And we were finding ways. We had these potters, we had the mountaineering teams, we had a lot of people involved with us. We were finding ways for them to survive. And that is when Mountain's Own Palette, a sister company of Alternate Atlas, was born. So what we do is, we ask these people to grow things at their places, and we give them a platform so that they can bring their homegrowns to the kitchens of those in the cities. And my husband also runs a farm. So as a living farm, we collaborated with Alternate Atlas to promote agriculture, sustainability, and ecotourism. And we show drip irrigation, integrated pest management, and a lot of other things to the visitors who visit the farm. Now, at this point, you all must be thinking that she's just talking about herself. There's a reason I'm doing that. So this is what the farm looks like, and this is all that we show people on the farm. Now, from the reason I'm giving you a peek into my life is to tell you that my life, the only constant of my life has been change. And the truth of my life has been driven by the beauty of exploration. So this is what my diary looked like in 2013. It had everything to do with technology. I wanted my name in the world of technology. And today, just see that. This is what it looks like. I don't know if it's clear, but it has everything to do with cows. I get up, and the first thing I think is, what are my cows going to eat today? This is what I do. So change is the only constant of life, right? Now, from leaving my world of imagination and poetry to struggling with science, from falling in love with computers to promoting ecotourism and sustainability, my life has revolved around this change. And what I have learned is that truth of all our lives revolves around this change. All we have to do is embrace it, evolve, and make the best of what you have. All you people out there, all our lives are under revision. Every time it will change. It's how we accept it, how we accept the change, and what we do with it. So this is how I stand there with my cows today. I have accepted that change. And probably someday, I'll make our farm into a technical farm. I'll bring up all the technologies to the farm. I am hoping for that. And so for all of you all, a few lines from my book, Whispers of the World. Life is full of ups and downs. Be not afraid of failing and falling. Pull yourself out of it all. You'll only get better at what you're doing. With the hope that each one of you find that magical spark of life, with the hope that you shine even in the darkest corners of life. I, Ulka, take your leave. Thank you.
Thanks.